Hello everyone and welcome to Edusurg Small Talk series where we are going to discuss some key topics in surgery related to patient management. So today's topic is assessment of a hepatocellular carcinoma patient. So all of us see HCC in our clinics, and what we are going to give you is a three-factor checklist, or basically 3 points that you need to see in each and every patient of hepatocellular carcinoma so as to manage the patient in a proper manner. So these three factors are patient performance status, extent of disease, and liver function. So why these three factors? This is because these three are related to each other. And as long as you assess each of these three factors independently, you can manage a hepatocellular carcinoma patient properly. So for patient performance status, you can use an ECOG score or a Karnofsky scale. And for extent of disease, you can use the Barcelona Clinic liver cancer staging system or the newly reported LIRADS, which helps you know whether the disease is HCC, as well as to some extent it gives you an idea of the extent of disease. So with that in mind, we will focus on the liver function. And herein, I would like to give you three sub-factors that you need to remember, which is the liver functional reserve, the volumetry, and the presence or absence of portal hypertension. So friends, there are three main factors: patient performance status, the liver function, and the extent of disease, and three sub-factors which now we will elaborate on. So coming to the functional reserve, as we all know, we can measure it using the Child-Turcotte score. All of us know the child score. Just for revising, the mnemonic is BEAP, BEEP, which is bilirubin, encephalopathy, ascites, albumin, and prothrombin time. All of us know there are three groups: child A, child B, and child C, which is 10 to 15 points. Or you can use the MELD score or the MELD sodium score that we use now, which includes the CBI, creatinine, bilirubin, and INR, with or without sodium. So this is the basic scoring system that you can use to measure the functional reserve of the liver. Coming to the volumes, you can do anatomic volumetry based on CT or MRI, or you can do functional volumetry based on indocyanine green, or the new tracer that is available is the mabrofenin. The last but the most important point is absence of portal hypertension. In this you can assess using an upper GI endoscopy to see if there are varices or not. Platelet count. Platelet count less than 1,50,000 is an indication, but less than 1 lakh is worrisome. Presence or absence of splenomegaly, and portal vein diameter on any of the imaging modality that you have used to assess your patient. So based on these four parameters, you can get an idea whether the patient has portal hypertension or not. So friends, whenever you are assessing a hepatocellular carcinoma patient, these are the three factors that you need to be careful about. Assess the patient performance status independently, extent of disease, and the liver function, and the three sub-factors in liver function, which are the functional reserve of liver, the volumes, and the portal hypertension. Once you have assessed all these parameters, you will then be able to plan a proper management strategy for your patient, which we will discuss in another small talk. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Feel free to comment or give in your questions, share the video to your colleagues, and let us know if any topics are there which you would like us to discuss with you.